What is up, everybody? We are back. Yes, this is not a Smite gameplay. It is something different. I'm going to be going over my settings. I'm not saying these are the best settings ever, but they are good. It's pretty much the same settings. I think I watched Inbo's video. Not the same. Some stuff was changed to my liking, but it's kind of, you know, how I like it. So we're going to go on. Settings. For video, I run all max, mainly just because I kind of like it. Like, if you were to run low, like, this would look really, it wouldn't look as sharp. Like, you wouldn't see that. It would just kind of be real blurry looking. But yeah, I run all max just because I can run capped out FPS. I have a 165 monitor. I don't know why Smite caps out at 150. It's weird. But I can afford to cap it out. Some people like low, and they have great PCs, and they like it on low. For resolution, I run 1920, 1080p, whatever your monitor is, that's what you want to put it to. Okay. I like borderless window mainly because when you have it on full screen and you click your Windows button, stuff like this doesn't pop up. So, but if you have borderless window on, when you click Windows button, that will pop up. Resolution scale, it's, I have it at 110. I think that's default. I just kind of left it at that. When I changed it, I never really noticed the difference, so. Whoops. But, yeah, well, I don't really need to be paused. Use vertical sync, I have that on. Ragdoll physics, this can be on or off. I have it off just because I know what frame, like, it messes with frames a lot. But if you have bad frames, turn this off. If you don't really notice the difference in your frames when this happens, just leave it on, or you can turn it off. Particle detail, I have it on max. Anti-aliasing, I have it on high. And use D3, D11, I have this on. I believe this has something to do with Direct X11 or Direct X11, Direct X9, I believe. For gamma, I use 2.2. Audio, I'm not going to go over this much. I'm just going to put it like this. I mean, you guys can pause, and then I'm going to go down here. You guys can copy it if you want. This is kind of all preference. For user interface, I have show your health, so pretty much this health bar, if you have it off, it won't be here, but if you have it on, it will, and it also has your mana bar and your level. For Caliban UI, I have off. For Caliban correction, I have for none. Ward ping enabled. This is kind of important in my mind. I like it on, so like when people do this, like you'll be able to see that, and then like when they ping it on the map, which I don't have a map in jungle practice, but right here it will ping on the map and it'll show you. But I would have that on. For mute all players, I have it off because sometimes you get into a game where you meet some pretty cool people, so I like to hear them first, and then we'll go from there. When people are being VGS spammers and they're being losers and spamming the mic, I do full mute, because most of the time they're not talking because they're little babies, so I just do full mute. Black chat, so that's on. Wait, no, I want that, actually. Block chat messages from non-friends, I want that off. Turn that off. Show help tips I have off, show jungle markers off. Nameplate. This is something I tell new people all the time to make sure you keep this to God name, and I still keep it on God name, just because I like it. Like, when you'll be in the jungle, and this won't be Odin, this will be player 123, and you wouldn't know it's an Odin, and then you turn around, and you're like, oh, it's player 123, and you don't know what the god is. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important you leave it to Odin, or god name, because this could be a Thanatos, and I don't know. I just I turned around real quick, you know what I mean? I didn't see the name, I didn't see nothing. So I think that's very important to make sure god name is on. For clean attack format, I have that on hide. Unless you want, you can have it on anything, but again, it kind of goes with the nameplate thing, but I have it on hide. Show manage usage, this is definite, so pretty much like when I do my 2 here, actually it doesn't show on this, because I think it's infinite mana. Oh, no, it does, okay. So I have to use the ability, so I don't think Cryptus is one of the mana use cards, like how it shows, but I think you guys get the point. Let's see. For combat tech scaling, pretty much what this is so I have it at 2, so as you can see how big the damage numbers are, and then if I turn this all the way down, you guys can see how small they are. This is definitely a preference thing, but I think it's also a very helpful thing. So pretty much like if you're a Wheelix and you do your 3, I think, yeah, if you do your 3, you will be able to see the damage numbers, and they'll be a lot bigger up here. So, and it's easier for you to if you're throwing your 3 through walls and stuff. So, for health bar pagancy, I have it on 100. For health bar scare, I have it on 100. Profanity filter, if you don't want to see people swearing, you can have it off or on. I have it off. For streamer mode, I disable it. The rest of this isn't really important, so you guys can pause here. I'm not going to go over it. But yeah. we're gonna go into controls. For controls, cast mode, I like normal casting. This is all preference. You know, I see people talking like, oh, you have to have instant casting on, but I'm too fidgety, and I feel like no matter what, I mean, instant casting is nice, but I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I'm just too fidgety. Like, I'll click F or something, or I'll click E, like I'll click Q, you know. So I think it's definitely I think normal casting is for me, but play with this however you like it. That's your preference. Invert look, you obviously want that off. Smooth mouse. I played this with 30 games. I never noticed a difference. Not really sure if it's good. I don't know. That might be something you might have to look into a little bit more. This is very important. Restricted camera pitch. So what this does is, excuse me. What this does is, so right how if it's off, you can look all the way up to the sky like this. But if you have it on, you only be able to look up to like right here. And if there's a Thanatos above me, I can't really see. So that means when you're like this, you can look up and then you can blink away, you can Aegis, and then you kind of know when he's going to land on you. Or you can beads if you're high enough so he doesn't CC you. For a controller, this isn't really important, but it might be, because some controller people might be watching this. I used to play on 3332. That was my preference, but there won't be no dead zones or anything. But for mouse sensitivity, I use 15. I have no idea what my DPI is. I don't know if it's 1600. I don't know if it's 900. I don't know if it's 400. I just have it on the 3 setting. Not sure what that is. I think I got this mouse a while ago, and I really couldn't tell you. But we're gonna go to targeting. For targeting, for distance line, I like to use ruler. Pretty much it just kind of shows, like, see how it says 30, 55, 70. I kind of just prefer that. It's kind of nice to use, you know, because like when you see the god walking like that, if I throw my auto there, it's gonna hit. So boom. Oh wait, that's me. Boom. That wasn't kind of a bad example, but yeah. Then for enable bracket highlighting, pretty much what this is you see how now there's a highlight, there's a bracket around them. That's what that does. I like to have that off just because like when there's 2 people together, like if there's another Odin here, it kind of like clutters and you don't really know who's it on, so I like it like this. For reticle I have none because one, I don't really like it. There's an X and an O. I just don't like it because I feel like it puts too much clutter in your screen. For ground target I have it on none. Use 2D ground target I have that on off, and always show ground target off. Key bindings, we're gonna skip spectator because this really isn't important. Key bindings, this is very important. So if you're going to use your consumable for your mouse button, which is like your mouse wheel, which is up and down, you're gonna have to change this. This is your zoom in and zoom out. You can change this to whatever. I change it to these I think these are brackets. I think that's what they're called. That's what I change it to because you're never gonna click them in a Smite game. But after that, abilities. I like Q, E, R, F. So my 1 is Q, my 2 is E, my 3 is R, and my alt is F. So it's all pretty much close to me. So I can do my 1, and I don't have to reach up, and I can always keep my hands on WASD. So my hands are never leaving WASD except for like my ring finger and my pointer finger. So I'm always moving. It's just kind of like the same thing with console when you change it from like Savage, you know, if a lot of console players, or if you're familiar with that. For my relics, I have mouse buttons, so that's kind of all preference. But if you don't, you can change it to G or X. When I changed mouses, because I found I had like a little older one that didn't have mouse buttons, I had it on G and X, but now I have mouse buttons. For consumables, like I said before, it's really nice to have these on your mouse scroll. So, I mean, I can't really demonstrate it too well, but let's say you had 2 potions, and let's say you're in a team fight, you know, you can just boom, boom. You know, you don't have to look around, you don't have to click no crazy buttons, so it's just on your mouse scroll, and it's really easy, actually. Pretty sure that is about it. That is the last free mouse. It's just left all, this, you know. Yeah. I mean, this video is kind of just one I wanted to connect with you guys more and talk, and, kind of let you guys, like, if anybody was wondering what my settings were, you know. So this is also to help new players, you know, anybody who's new. I was in this situation when I switched over from keyboard to mouse when I was on consoles, so hope you guys did enjoy. There will be a Gilgamesh video today, and I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing for the 12 a.m. video. Not too sure, but Gilgamesh is for sure. Actually, when you guys are seeing this, the Gilgamesh video will already be out, so Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace out.